Hello everyone. You know what? The hell with it. I don't feel like fastening the belt. It ain't important. I'm about to go to bed anyway. So let me put one in here and put one in here. It's almost 5 o'clock. Oops. Do da da do. I said I was going to come back when I got the papers out and show you guys the difference. Where my thing at? The difference between the first paper and the next paper, and then I spilled something all over it. Well, I got two papers. And the two papers that I got, hold on, let me make sure I don't spill something on this one. Hello, everyone. And let me make sure I don't spill water on this one. Oh, shit. Get it a little lighter in here. Well, I'm dropping the water on something. It's so thirsty. I'm so thirsty. All right. So the first contract. Oh my God. That tastes so good. The first contract is from 2021. I covered it up so that I could make a copy and give it to someone so that they could see the difference in the two contracts, because the difference is ridiculous. It made no sense that the contracts were so different. And then, like I said, I spilt some spray all over my thing. So I just did a video where I showed you this part. And then two of the pages were out of order, but just to show you the side-by-side contrast. This one is a better one to show you, where I marked it and I have it listed as yellow. Why am I back so far? Versus the original one. Hold on. Because I really got to get moving on my other stuff. But I do want to show you Americans, and then you guys just clip this part of the video. You can go in the YouTube video and clip my video for those of you who don't know how to do it. Just tell the person that you want to show them something, and you can take your finger and wiggle, and the time will come up. Look at the time that I'm talking about the contract when I hold up the contract like this on my other video, and you can show the contrast, or you can just show them this video, because that's my whole purpose in doing this video, is to show you crime-free addendum that I signed. Hold on. I'm sorry. Just get this stuff out the way. I went shopping because Miss Gloria tried to pour out. Well, she didn't try. She did. She poured out all my stuff, all my supplies for her boyfriend. She poured out all my stuff just went through pouring it out. Even though I'm on a fixed income. She just went through and poured it out, and it said, "Oh, I clean very nice for you." Would you? It's a small ass apartment. Why would you use a gallon of bleach in one day? Oh, I cleaned the floors were very dirty. No, they weren't, because Rufai was here about 3 months, and he cleaned my floors 3 times each. It's okay. See, justice comes back and bites people in the ass all the time. So this is why I never worry about getting revenge when people do things to me. Because there's all type of justice. There's street justice, there's courtroom justice, and then there's fate. And, you lead people to their own justice. Justice comes back to get people. Some people do street justice. I don't do that. All right. There's karma. That's a justice. So I can't figure out which way you all are looking at this thing. Crime-free addendum. Now you tell me, at the top right here, they both say crime-free addendum at the top. See where it says G? Crime-free addendum. Right? Crime-free addendum. This crime-free addendum went from, I should have it this way. Crime-free addendum went from this with these crimes listed. You see the crimes? Okay, homicide, aggravated assault, kidnapping, all the way down to promoting prostitution. Number 7 says violation of any of the above provisions shall be material in, I'm trying to read under my bifocals, material in irreparable violation of the lease and good cause for termination of tenancy. A single violation of any of the provisions of this added addendum shall be deemed a serious violation of the lease. Number 6 above it says anyone who has been convicted of or pleaded guilty to any of the following offenses in the state of New Jersey or a substantially similar offense in any other jurisdiction shall be completely barred from the premises as a tenant, visitor, guest, or invitee. That's what this number 6 says. That you would just be barred. Look how much they added to it. Look what it says now. 1st degree, 2nd degree, 3rd degree, 4th degree. What are you doing? See, this one is similar, even though they added a bunch of bullshit in, and I marked it and did this and that. But number 6 says, anyone who has been convicted or pleaded guilty, actually, it says the same thing as the last number 6, but I crossed out and I marked, okay, on the other paper of the addendum. I added on stuff and marked, because then it goes into the parking zones, an addendum to the lease, and blah, blah, blah. And any violation to these rules and regulations constitute a breach to the lease agreement. Thank you for your immediate attention, blah, 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 right? That was signed November 4th, 2021. But what this does not have is all of this other stuff, and none of this stuff down here. that is the problem. Because number 6, saying that your guest and you and your guest and invitee, if they violated, they can't be on the premises, right? But it leaves out it leaves out all of this. It leaves out this. But I wasn't worried about the second or the other stuff, because some of it is listed, but this and this and this, you can't put misdemeanors in a lease and tell people they can't come to your home because nobody can come and visit you. In any jurisdiction in the United States, nobody can come and visit you. If you have a TPS worker, they violated the law, misdemeanor, criminal trespass, by coming into the United States. You can kick me out my goddamn apartment because my insurance company hires TPS workers, because the federal government said that my insurance company must hire them. So you're not kicking me out my apartment. I have to use who my insurance company hires. So I marked it on the paper. Oh no, you can't do that. You crazy out your mind. How you gonna tell me that I can't use my TPS worker? But I just wanted y'all to see, because some people think this is just for poor people and it's not going to affect you. Yes, it is. When you go and refinance your home, 9 times out of 10, they already got you, because you know what you're going to see. Well, you know what you're going to see? You ain't going to see all that bullshit that I just showed you. You know what you're going to see? Thank you for your immediate attention to the addendum details below. That's what you're going to see. You're going to see about 1 or 2 lines like this when you go and get a loan and refinance your home. And what they're going to do is somewhere in all them papers attached something like this. The wording going to be a little different. And you're going to say, what are you talking about? I only went in to get a loan. But when you went in to get the loan, that addendum with wording something like that, not exactly, but something like that, was in your loan paperwork. And the paperwork for the loan is like this. And you in there trying to get in between your jobs. You sign in paperwork, here, sign here, sign here. And you trust that the banker and your attorney read through all that paperwork. That addendum was in there. And you went just like this. Flip. And they had, let me show you what they had. They had these. They had these little things just like that. And they said, sign everywhere that you see one of these on the edge of the paper. Because see, normally it's me, the paralegal, that puts the sticky on the paper. They say, Golda, I want you to put a sticky on page 3, page 5, page 11, page 8 through 12, right where it says signature. And then I go through and I make sure it's a sticky like this on each page where he said, or where she said for me to put a sticky and the arrow sign, and it says sign here. And then when you come in, you ain't got time. You ain't got time to read every word on that paper. And you flip, and you just signing your life away. You sure I can't be the president of the United States? I know more than y'all think I know. This is what I did for 21 years professionally. And I continued doing it while I was in prison. For myself, for others, for the women in prison, for the men in prison. I had a husband in prison, a fake husband, because I couldn't work and they wouldn't give me state pay, which was against the law. They took all my state pay. And I need to pay except for $7 or $15 or something like that. And it wasn't enough for me to buy paper. It wasn't enough for me to send out my envelopes. And it wasn't enough for me to make copies. Forget about commissary. For 11 years, I never got any commissary. Maybe once or twice. My hair fell out. My skin went bad. Some of the ladies donated, but you know it's prison. So they can only donate so much. Some of the supervisors, my main supervisors, they looked out for me when they could. You know, if somebody left and they left something, they helped me out with it. So my skin stayed beautiful. I'm just kidding. But how do you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10? How do you take 10 statutes and turn it into literally 4 sections? How do you do that? And you know that you're an attorney. I'll tell you something. There's an attorney named and a judge. He's a retired judge. His name is Henry Pittman. He works for JAMS. If anybody knows what JAMS is, it's where you do arbitration. JAMS. And there's, and I got this email last night. This is another thing that's interesting. I have an arbitration matter that I'm dealing with right now, but I can't really type until I get my hands together. Excuse me. And Eric Hurwitz and Lauren Valley, Valle, they are 2 attorneys. Last night, they and this judge, I don't know how involved he is. His name is Henry Pittman. And I don't know who else case he does this with. I got a feeling it's not his first time. But I'm going to have it looked into. They've been scheming. And I've been watching them. Just sitting back watching them. And I've been responding and back and forth and responding. And just the 3 of them and the way they were doing things, it wasn't how you normally do things in an arbitration. Because I've had several arbitrations before. And just watching them, how they were doing things, I'm like, this is not right. It's tied to something else too. So they got my sister, and she got her reasons for doing what she's doing, but I'm watching her and I'm listening to her, and she's telling me certain things, and she's telling on them, but she doesn't realize they're actually setting her up. But I'm listening to her, and I'm saying, you know, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that, but okay, and she's sending me emails, but she doesn't realize as she's sending me the email, she's sending me the email telling me what they're telling her. But she doesn't realize that when you send me an email or anybody and you make a statement, there's no way you can make the statement unless you had a conversation with the people. Because the statement doesn't exist unless you and the people had a conversation. But she ain't the sharpest tool. So I'm holding on to the emails, and I printed them out, and I'm, saved the emails. Well, she emailed them to me, so they're there. I'm printing them out, and then I'm watching them go along with the arbitration, and my case is identical to a case that the Attorney General in yo state, and they've been convicted for the same thing they did in my case, they did in the other case. So I said, let me present the case and see what the judge does. He did what he did in mine. So I said, let me present this and see what they do and see what the judge does. And they did what they did. And so I said, well, let me take the recordings of my sister and submit that to the judge. He ain't even a judge no more. He's an arbitrator, but he's a retired judge. And I said, let them say, peekaboo, look what I got. Because I already called their law firm and told their law firm that this was going on last year. If for no other reason than to make a record so that they wouldn't say, oh, no, Miss Harris, you're making this up now. No. I reported it to who I was supposed to report it to, and I didn't hear nothing back. That's strange. You mean you ain't even going to call back to ask me, well, what are you talking about? Okay. I got it recorded. So I went to the police, and I reported it, and I also reported my sister. But, okay, so I understand why she's doing what she's doing, because she dealing with sharks and she don't know. Not that forgives her, because I've been telling her over and over, don't do this, don't do that. This is why. But okay, you're wrong. It's like somebody else who recently said to me, "Oh, that," because if you don't want to listen to me, I'm actually four people. And then why you think I'm gonna do this? Bam, bam. Y'all motherfuckers grown. Now here they come. Oh, no, don't owe me, because I got shit to do with my day. Y'all are grown. My 2 kids that I pushed out of my body don't give me flack. They done gone on it with their life, and they doing what they need to do. You motherfuckers I didn't have. My kids don't come back and ask me shit. You think I'm going to take time and bust my head over you grown-ass motherfuckers? Nah. Now, my kids can't come and ask me something if they need to know something, but they've been prepared for life. They know if they don't know something, ask somebody. If you don't want to ask me, ask somebody else. But then listen when the person if you don't know something and you ask somebody, because that's what my mother told me. I don't know everything. You ask, but listen. Well, if you ask me something and then you say, "Oh, she thinks she know everything," why am I bothering to tell you? Since you think that I think I know everything. Find out yourself. So, some of y'all gonna find this out yourself, because you're gonna sign the contract, because you're gonna sit here and say, who this bitch thinks she is? She wanna fuck my man. Especially some of you bitches that live in the same complex. That y'all don't realize, I would never fuck your man. Your man is fucking you, and you stink. I would never fuck your man while he fucking you. Dumbass bitch. So that's the difference, and this is the whole contract. There's just like another section up here on the second page, but my signature is on it, and the other person, manager, signature is on it. So this I have to take into court as soon as I get some of the swelling to go down. in my hand. So my medication was changed, and my juju beans will be coming soon. But even that, I have to take it over time and give my body a chance to adjust. And I'm losing weight. I'm down to 209 pounds. So the medication, I have to adjust to it. It throws off my balance a little bit. So people been getting cursed out, not unjustly. I ain't been walking around just cursing motherfuckers out. They've been asking to be cursed out. Please curse me out. Please. So I've had to oblige a few people. I got the recordings to back it up. All right, but more importantly, I wanted to show people what I was talking about in America and explain what I was talking about, because I don't like to say something and then don't explain it, because a lot of times if you don't see it with your eyes, it kind of doesn't make sense, and then you can't go to an attorney or go to legal services and have it explained. Or take this video and show it to legal services and have legal services explain it, because a lot of times when you talk to people at legal services or you talk to an attorney, they'll say, oh no, the lady's wrong. Oh no, I don't know what you're talking about. So don't give up. And the last thing I want to say is I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. I had about 10 to 12 incidences happen to me in the month of January. So now I am purchasing an Adobe application so that I can put it's probably owned by Google. I don't care who owns it. It's not a platform, but and I don't know, it's giving me such a hard time to purchase it. I think I'm not going to purchase it. But there was a reason that I was trying to purchase the Adobe platform. Maybe I'll rethink it, because I can always use it's not PowerPoint, it's a spreadsheet. But the Adobe, I can do so much more, but I'm going to keep it simple. My plan, very simple. And one thing is with the migrants is, you can't treat people inhumanely. And when I saw Governor Abbott down in Texas having the people crawl through the barbed wire, come on, you got to get rid of that barbed wire. And I understand that the federal government is not working with Governor Abbott. And with me as president, I'll definitely be working with him. You take that barbed wire down. Don't have them cut their skin. Come on. That is inhumane. Do you guys know, since I was a little girl, migrants have been coming to this country? The influx that you see now is a combination with the people who do not even live in this country. They're just trying to replace us so they don't have to pay us, so that they don't have to be sued, so that they don't have to give us benefits, so that they don't have to pay into our system here in America. And when I say they, I mean the capitalists, I mean the politicians in this country who are catering to those capitalists that have businesses outside the country, and they're doing business with them. And that is every single solitary president, from Biden all the way back to George Bush. I'm sorry, who was before Bush? Bill Clinton. And then Bush's daddy, the first Bush. It's been happening before that, but I'm talking about the influx of migrants that we are seeing now. Now, they have been coming here, and there's been a trickle system where they become immigrants, when they become American citizens. You immigrants that have become American citizens, you're getting replaced too, because now you're American citizens. If you have dual American citizenship, your ass getting replaced too. They want to do away with the system. They want America to become a third world country. So one of my plans, and I said I wasn't going to release my plan before I was ready to release my plan. And so the first thing that I'm coming out with this month, because I'm going to be traveling so that I can get on the ballots and get my signatures to hopefully get my signatures to get on the ballot. I'm going to be traveling soon. I won't say when, but soon. Is to have the migrants shipped on the caravan, not the caravan, on the cruise line. I'm sorry, on the cruise line ships. The families will be able to stay together. It's going to be paid for by the trade agreement money that we would have sent to those companies, to those countries. Those countries that we are sending money to and sending and giving aid to, even if we do not have a trade agreement with them, we are sending them humanitarian money. When a certain percentage, which will be determined by my administration, of your citizens have come to this country, you will not get that aid. That aid will be used to pay for your citizens to go on that cruise. That cruise will be 2 to 3 years during my administration. While they're on the cruise, it will pay for security. It will pay for their education. They're going to be educated so that they can go either back home or to another country, and they don't have to rely upon you, their government. They can have their own system. They can have their own home. They can have their own schools. They don't have to rely upon you to do it. If you capitalists are going to hire these people in our country, you have to pay them the exact same wages. You have to give them benefits. So you're not going to see any benefits. If you're going to be in apartments, they have to be one in one bedroom unless they're a married couple. You're not going to be able to stack them up along the wall like you're doing now. See, all the benefit of doing that will be gone because they will be gone. They're going to be out of this country. And some of you might say, oh, no, she can't do that. Congress is not going to let her do that. That is what I'm not going to tell you right now. My administration, we're going to do it. We don't need Congress. There's a way for it to be done without Congress. And who the fuck gonna stop me when I'm the president? Who? That crooked ass court? Because some of them going to jail when I'm the president. And I get to appoint people to replace them when I'm the president. Who gonna stop me? That crooked ass Congress? That crooked ass House of Representatives? Because some of them going to jail too. When I'm the president, my attorney general will be prosecuting them. They're not going to be prosecuting Hunter Biden. They're not going to be prosecuting Donald Trump. They're not going to be prosecuting Joe Biden. I don't want to hear their names during my administration. I'm not interested. Are you? Those capitalists can retire. Whomever is prosecuting them in the state, any state prosecutions, I'm not interested. I don't have jurisdiction and I'm not interested. But I tell you what I will be doing. People who are unjustly put in prison will be pardoned during my first year. No, I'm not talking about people who are insurrectionists. You got involved in that foolishness with Donald and whoever, that's on you. Um, but the checks, the money, yes, that will be starting first year 1, year 2, year 3. Year 4, I got to pay bills. So this is not going to affect capitalists because this is tax money. This is public money. I don't want to hear about inflation going up because I got something for inflation too, but I'm not going to release that right now. All of this is going to be in the handouts that I am going to give out, but I'm not going to treat the migrants inhumanely. But they're gonna come. They got to come out of America. They do. Now, does every single solitary one of them have to leave America? No. But you just think about this. There's 350 million Americans. We only count 300,000 because that's who votes. But if you take the senior citizens and you take the children, disabled, out the equation, it leaves 300,000 because there's those that are old enough to vote and they just don't. They aren't registered. People that I want to get registered and to vote for me. Well, if you take the rest of them, then you got the Democrats, you got the Republicans. Well, the rest of the population, we outnumber the Democrats and the Republicans. I don't need every single solitary one of you. I just need enough. I just need enough of you to put me in the White House. Because a lot of you are saying, how is she going to do this? It's a race between Biden and Trump. Well, really, it's not. I just need enough of you to get me more than the Democrats for Biden, because Trump can't win without Illinois. Trump can't win without Colorado. And right now, he's disqualified from both. And if Neil Gorsuch or anyone else provides aid to Donald Trump, but what does the title say? What does the title say about justice? If any of the Republican justices provide aid and comfort to Donald Trump, who provided aid and comfort to insurrectionists, my Attorney General is going to remove them. Excuse me? Because no public official can provide aid and comfort to anyone. Let me get up and walk away. I don't think y'all understand. I have been wanting to say this for so many videos. Y'all don't even know how but I had to deal with all the bullshit that was coming at me in January, and it wasn't going to taste as good as it tastes right now. Oh, we gonna put you out. Oh, this or that. That. The medication. That. All these little other distractions and shit. And I'm watching all these people on YouTube talking about Donald Trump going to appeal and the this and the that. Can't not one Republican judge vote in Donald Trump's favor. without giving aid and comfort to someone who gave aid and comfort to insurrectionists. I wish they would. I wish they would. I want somebody from that highest court to whisper that they're going to support Donald Trump being on the ballot in Colorado. Now, they already, didn't they already say that he could be on the ballot? No, they didn't say he could be. See, and I got it. See, and again, I was distracted, and I got to look it up because it was Illinois, and it was. Did I hear a whisper that they said that he could be on the ballot in another state? I got to look it up because see, I was distracted with my other stuff. Because of, it just MSNBC. So I'm gonna look it up. Because if they gave aid and comfort to Donald Trump and said that he could be on the ballot, see, but I again, it's not just more than that. It's how did they really say that he gave aid and comfort in the case? We know he did in Colorado, and I believe in Illinois, but Donald Trump appealed to the United States Supreme Court to be on the ballot. Supreme Court hear case for former Colorado ballot ruling. Trump to appeal removal. See, these are all Colorado. Colorado arguments. Because see, the Supreme Court should find, see, Maine's top court dismisses an appeal of a judge decision. See, Trump urges Supreme Court to allow him to stay on the ballot. And see, I just want them to I just want whatever judge, because you know how judges, the court makes a ruling and then the judges dissents.